Hello everybody and welcome to our Year 1 curriculum meeting for the autumn term, where we will just be talking you through all the things that will be happening this term before Christmas. There we go.
Just some key dates for you then. So we have got some other dates that we will pop on Dojo, but just to make you aware that we've got Come and Share Wednesday the 15th of October, where you can come and have a look at your children's books and see what they've been learning so far. Then the following week, starting Monday the 20th, we've got our parent consultation week. And then the children break up for half term on the 23rd of October. We then have 2 training days, so we've got one on the Friday the 24th and then one on the Monday, and then we're all back together in school on the 4th of November. But like I said, any other dates we'll make you aware of on Dojo.
The main point of communication should be Class Dojo, the same as when your children were in reception. These will be monitored before and after school by teachers, and messages outside of these times will be responded to at an appropriate time. Really important that if you have any urgent matters that require a response within the school day, please ring the school office and tell them, because if you message that to us, then we potentially won't pick that up during the day as we are teaching. Link books are going to be continued to be used for recording, reading and spelling, and these will be checked daily by the TAs or teachers.
Just to remind you about merits, it's the same as in reception, but we will have our merit board in the classroom. Children can get merits for their homework, their reading, secrets of success, general, just beautiful behaviour around the classroom. And just remind you about the awards, with 75 merits to start us off with bronze, all the way to 500 for our special awards. So I'm hoping lots of you will get your special awards by the end of year 1.
Something that is different is that homework will be set each week, and this will have come home with your child yesterday. This will be sent home on a Wednesday and needs to be returned by the following Monday or as soon as the homework is completed. If you finish it earlier, please bring it in and we can get a head start on marking it. We will also be sending home spellings for children to practice at home, and there will be a spelling test each week, yes. But more information about all this will also be on Class Dojo.
Just about home readers then, again similar to reception, these will start next week, where we'll be sending the home readers home. You'll get a slip on the reading folder that will tell you which day the book goes home and when it needs to be returned into school, and just also to remind you that we will be at the library each week. We have already been in year 1, which is very exciting, so the children can return those next week.
For half a day each week, we have our PPA time out of the classroom, and wherever possible, this will be Mrs. Firkins and Miss Webster, so that it's an adult that your child knows and is familiar with.
Just moving on to literacy then, very quickly, we are starting our Seasides topic. So we're looking at The Lighthouse Keeper's Lunch and The Storm Whale, thinking about key features of non-fiction texts, and we're following our engaging Power of Reading project, which is lovely for the children. We'll focus on simple sentences, practice those capital letters, full stops, finger spaces, but just if your child is interested in writing, doing lots of practice at home would be great as well.
Moving on to numeracy. So this term we start fairly simple, with lots of recapping of things that we've done in reception and just making it a little bit more complex. So numbers to 10, addition and subtraction within 10, shapes and patterns, number to 20, addition and subtraction within 20, just to fill any gaps that they might have after reception and make sure that everybody's on the same page for when we start some more complex maths strategies.
So just like I said earlier, our first topic of year 1 is Seasides, looking at history, science, DT, geography, art, and then after half term, something to look forward to is our topic of polar animals.
Just to briefly summarise what we do in history, as we are going to be historians in history, that's how we describe it at our school, isn't it? And we will be learning about the seaside from over 100 years ago. We talk about past and present, we use sources, and we also have a look at Grace Darling, who carried out a seaside rescue off the coast of the British Isles. So there's a lot of comparing between past and present in history to get the children to understand what history is and what it means.
Geography, so as geographers we'll be looking at different environments, thinking about coastal landscapes and more local landscapes. We are going to have a little look at our school and having a go at using some maps, and having a look at what they look like in real maps and paper versions, and just having a little look at atlases as well, and we will be identifying human and physical features of a beach.
As artists, we will be looking at pictures of storms and the sea, and we use watercolour paints. It's one of my favourite things to do, because the children produce some really, really lovely work from this. But there are lots and lots of opportunities for art in year 1. We love a bit of painting, don't we?
Certainly do. In science then, as scientists, we'll be identifying the 4 seasons and how the weather and day length changes throughout the year. The children are absolutely fantastic at this. They'll be telling us about the different type of clothes we need to use, and we will also incorporate this in our daily maths meetings where we will discuss the weather each day, just to see the different changes.
And in RE, we have a question each half term, and this half term our question is, how might your religion or worldview be seen in the choices you make? So it's just understanding what different religions believe and how people show their personal responsibility towards their faith.
PE, just like in reception, we'll follow the real PE framework. We're looking at, we'll be looking at ball games, balancing, lots of different things for the children to get involved in. But please can you ensure that your child's PE kit is in school every day? We will try and get out as much as we can. Obviously, it's coming to the colder times, but if we can get outdoors, that would be great. But as long as they are in school each day, that'd be fab.
And then just briefly to go over the year 1 expectations for reading, writing and maths. So you are more than welcome to pause the video at this point and have a look at what these are. So we're just going to whiz through them, and you are more than welcome to pause and have a read of what the end of year expectations are for year 1. So please feel free to pause. Oh, and that is the end of our video. Thank you very much for watching. And we look forward to having a wonderful year. Yeah, lots of fun in year 1 with your children.
Thank you.
Thanks.